Welcome back to Keen Adventures, a captivating series that embarks on a journey through the Catholic cathedrals and churches of Portugal, inviting viewers to immerse themselves in the beauty and spirituality of the country. Portugal, with its deep-rooted Catholic heritage, offers a wealth of architectural marvels and spiritual sanctuaries that have stood the test of time. From majestic cathedrals to quaint chapels tucked away in picturesque landscapes, each location holds a story waiting to be uncovered. From the grandeur of Lisbon's Sé Cathedral to the tranquil beauty of the Sanctuary of Our Lady of Fatima, each destination offers a unique glimpse into Portugal's religious and cultural landscape. Each episode of the series is an invitation to embark on a spiritual pilgrimage. In the heart of the Serra de Ourém hills, in a small village of the Kingdom of Portugal, the story of Fatima begins. It is said that a Moorish princess, Fatima, was kidnapped by a knight, Gonçalo Hermigues, and his companions. They took her to their village, a place of rolling hills and whispering winds. Here, amidst the beauty of the land, Fatima found herself captivated by her captor. Gonçalo, too, was drawn to Fatima's grace and courage. Over time, what began as an abduction transformed into a love story. Fatima, moved by Gonçalo's devotion and the new life she found herself in, chose to convert to Christianity. Upon her baptism, she was given the name Oriana. Yet the village continued to honor her original name, a testament to her heritage and the deep impact she had on the place. Centuries passed, and the village of Fatima became known not just for its name, but for extraordinary events that would unfold. In the mid-18th century, a young mute shepherdess in the area of Ortiga claimed to have seen the Virgin Mary. The apparition requested one of her sheep, and miraculously, the shepherdess found her voice. This event led to the creation of the Sanctuary of Our Lady of Ortiga, which drew pilgrims seeking divine grace and healing. The narrative of Fatima's spiritual significance continued to grow. In the early 20th century, 3 local children, Lucia dos Santos and her cousins, Francisco and Jacinta Marto, claimed to have witnessed a series of Marian apparitions in the Cova da Iria. It was on 13th of May 1917 that they first saw a lady dressed in white radiating a heavenly light. The apparitions recurred, culminating on 13th of October 1917, when a crowd of approximately 70,000 people gathered and reported witnessing the miracle of the sun, a phenomenon where the sun appeared to dance in the sky. The Catholic Church eventually recognized the events as worthy of belief. The site where the apparitions occurred was marked by a simple cross, and in 1918 a small chapel was constructed. Over time, this humble structure evolved into a grand basilica and sanctuary, becoming a major center for Marian devotion. Fatima's reputation as a place of peace and miracles grew, especially during World War II, when messages from Lucia were linked to the global conflict. The site became a symbol of hope and faith, attracting pilgrims from around the world. Francisco and Jacinta, who succumbed to the Spanish flu pandemic in the years following the apparitions, were beatified in 2000 and canonized in 2017, the 100th anniversary of the first apparition. Lucia lived a long life as a nun, passing away in 2005. Today, Fatima stands as a beacon of spiritual pilgrimage, its origins rooted in the story of a Moorish princess who found love and faith in a foreign land, and whose name continues to inspire and draw millions seeking solace and divine connection. The Chapel of Apparitions stands as the sacred heart of the Sanctuary of Fátima. This modest yet profound edifice marks the very spot where the Virgin Mary is said to have appeared to 3 shepherd children in 1917. At the center of the chapel, a marble pillar bears the statue of Our Lady, drawing 4 million pilgrims each year to this hallowed ground. In the colonnade before the basilica, the recent showcases statues of 4 revered Portuguese saints: Saint John of God, Saint John of Brito, Saint Anthony, and Blessed Nuno of Santa Maria. As pilgrims move from one side to the other, they encounter a host of other saints, each represented in white marble: Saint Teresa of Avila, Saint Francis de Sales, Blessed Marcelino de Champagne, Saint John Baptiste de La Salle, Saint Alphonsus Maria de Liguori, Saint John Bosco with Saint Dominic Savio, Saint Louis-Marie Grignon de Montfort, Saint Vincent de Paul, Saint Simon Stock, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, Saint Paul of the Cross, and Saint Beatrice de Silva. Above the entrance to the basilica, a statue by Dr. Thomas McGlynn depicts Our Lady urging devotion to her Immaculate Heart. Construction of the basilica began in 1928, and it was consecrated on 7 October 1953. Its 15 altars honor the 15 mysteries of the Rosary, and the high altar painting depicts the Virgin Mary's message to the shepherds, alongside the figures of several popes who have consecrated themselves to her Immaculate Heart. The basilica's interior features stained glass scenes of the apparitions and invocations from the Litany of Our Lady, statues of the great apostles of the Rosary, such as Saint Anthony Claret and Saint Dominic of Guzman, are placed in the four corners of the basilica. The tombs of the young visionaries Francisco and Jacinta, along with the remains of the first Bishop of Leiria, D. José Alves Correa da Silva, rest within this sacred space. The monumental organ, installed in 1952, boasts around 12,000 pipes, filling the basilica with resonant hymns of faith. At the end of the colonnade on the eastern side, the Perpetual Adoration Chapel offers a tranquil space for continuous prayer before the Blessed Sacrament, inviting pilgrims into a deep communion with the Divine. Under the shade of the big holm oak, the shepherd children and early pilgrims awaited the Virgin Mary's appearances, praying the Rosary in hopeful anticipation. This ancient tree remains a living testament to their unwavering faith. In the center of the square, the monument to the Sacred Heart of Jesus stands over a spring whose waters have been a source of many graces for the faithful, symbolizing the healing power of faith. Behind the Chapel of Apparitions, the House of Our Lady Dolors provides care for the sick during major pilgrimages and offers retreats and accommodations for pilgrims. Nearby, the Rectory and the House of Our Lady of Carmel offer further lodging and support for the sanctuary's visitors. At the sanctuary's entrance, a segment of the Berlin Wall stands as a powerful symbol of divine intervention and the fall of communism. Donated by Portuguese emigrant Virgílio Casimiro Ferreira, this monument, designed by architect J. Carlos Loureiro, was inaugurated on 13 August 1994. It commemorates the miraculous changes foretold at Fatima. The Via Sacra, beginning at the South Rotunda of St. Teresa, consists of 14 chapels dedicated to the Passion of Christ, with a 15th chapel commemorating the Resurrection. This sacred path follows the route the shepherd children took from Aljustrel to Cova da Iria. Throughout the sanctuary, various monuments mark significant events and pilgrimages, including those of Pope Paul VI and Pope Pius XV. The Paul VI Pastoral Center, inaugurated in 1982, serves as a hub for study and reflection on the Fatima message and contemporary global issues, providing accommodation and facilities for thousands of pilgrims. Just 400 meters from Aljustrel, Valinhos marks the site of Our Lady's fourth apparition on 19 August 1917, while Loco do Anjo is where the children encountered the Angel of Peace in 1916. Both sites are integral to the story of Fatima, drawing pilgrims to retrace the footsteps of the young visionaries. In every corner of the sanctuary, from the humble Chapel of Apparitions to the Grand Basilica and beyond, the story of Fatima lives on, a testament to faith, hope, and the enduring power of devotion. Thank you for joining us, and may each episode of Keen Adventures inspire you to deepen your own spiritual journey.